My sister tried to bully me into canceling my wedding so she could steal my expensive venue for her own proposal. The only problem? Her boyfriend had absolutely no idea they were getting engaged. I'm 28 and I just got engaged. For years, I've dreamed of booking this gorgeous, historic botanical garden downtown. It's an ultra-exclusive location with a 3-year waitlist. But by some absolute miracle, they had a cancellation for next September. I didn't even hesitate. I dropped my entire savings on the non-refundable deposit and literally cried in the manager's office. That following Sunday, we had a big family dinner. It was me, my fiance, my parents, my 23-year-old sister, Lexi, and her boyfriend, Mason. Now, you need to understand, Lexi is the ultimate golden child. If she wanted my things growing up, she got them. She'd been dating Mason for maybe 6 months. He's a super chill, pragmatic accountant. While eating, I excitedly announced I secured the botanical garden, passing my phone around to show photos of the gorgeous glass greenhouse. Lexi stopped chewing. She stared at the screen, her eyes getting huge. Then she slid the phone back to me and said, "I need you to transfer that date to me." I laughed out loud, thinking it was a joke. "I am dead serious," she snapped. "I've always wanted a September wedding. You guys can just get married at the country club. Call them tomorrow and put the contract in my name." I was completely baffled. "Absolutely not. It's my wedding, Lexi. Plus, you and Mason aren't even engaged." She got super defensive, crossing her arms. "Well, something major is happening soon, and I need to be prepared." Right on cue, my mom chimed in. "Honey, you know your sister loves the fall. Maybe just let her have it. Family makes sacrifices, and Lexi's big milestone is right around the corner." "Mom, no," I said, raising my voice. "I am not giving away my venue." For the next 2 weeks, my phone blew up. Lexi sent links to cheap, tacky banquet halls saying, "Just book one of these." My mom called daily, crying that I was ruining Lexi's fairy tale. She swore Mason was just waiting for the perfect venue to be secured before popping the question. I completely ignored them. Then, my dad invited us over for a very important dinner. We arrived at 6. The second I walked in, I knew it was a setup. Lexi wore a full face of professional makeup and a fancy white sundress. She looked like she was heading to a bridal shower. At the table, my mom could barely contain herself. She beamed at Mason. "So, Mason, Lexi tells us you have a shiny surprise you've been hiding and exciting plans for next September?" Mason froze, his fork hovering in midair. He looked utterly confused. "A surprise? I mean, I bought new golf clubs on Tuesday. Is that what you mean?" My mom did a nervous, high-pitched laugh. "No, sweetie. The ring and the proposal. We know you're planning it." Lexi's face drained of color. She kicked Mason under the table, hard. "Mom, shut up," she whispered frantically, but Mom pushed on. "Mason, she said you went ring shopping last month and we're just waiting for a venue." The silence in that room was deafening. Mason slowly put his fork down. His voice dropped an octave. "Ring shopping? Lexi, we've been dating for 6 months. We literally agreed last week that we aren't ready to move in together yet. I just thought," Lexi stammered, tears streaming down her face. "I thought getting the venue would show you I'm ready." "You told your family I was proposing?" Mason asked, looking absolutely horrified. "You tried to bully your sister out of her wedding for a proposal that is not happening?" My mom looked like she'd been slapped. My dad suddenly found his mashed potatoes fascinating. Mason stood up, shaking his head. "Yeah, I can't do this. You are completely delusional." He walked out the front door. Lexi let out a dramatic wail and sprinted upstairs. My fiance and I, we quietly finished our dinner and left. Later that night, Lexi texted furiously, screaming that I ruined her life. Apparently, Mason broke up with her in the driveway, calling her manipulative and crazy. I didn't even reply. I just poured some wine and started looking at floral arrangements for my September wedding.